and Asnal Parak. The Tamarin Taupi Memorial Trophy is presented to the learner who displays the qualities of good fellowship and is voted for by grade 9 and grade 10 learners of 2025. She must have a wide sphere of influence and be known to a large number of learners for her contribution to school life in general, her enthusiasm and her energy. She must have qualities of integrity, reliability, interest in and compassion for others, pride in her school, and a good sense of humor. She will be remembered for her sunny personality, her zest for life, and her ability to see good in every situation. This year, we can commemorate the 22nd anniversary of Tamarin's passing. We congratulate Uyanda Chai. The Rotary Club of Westville Four-Way Test Award. This award and voucher presented by the Rotary Club of Westville is awarded to a learner who embodies the principles of the creed to the best of her ability. The four-way test that is read at every Rotary meeting asks, of all the things we think, say and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? We congratulate Sarah Kaji. The Epoch and Optimum Trust Trophies. The Epoch and Optimum Trust were founded by Anglo American in 2007 and are managed by Chikuyu Social Investments. The Trust's aim is to increase the number of learners taking mathematics as an FET subject, as well as improve the quality of learners' performances in mathematics through the implementation of the Maths Challenge program known as the MCP. Westville Girls High School is honoured to be a participant in the MCP, as well as the Trust Teacher Learnership Program that aims to attract and capacitate prospective high school mathematics and science teachers. The following trophies, sponsored by the Epoch and Optimum Trust, are awarded to learners who have displayed resilience, creativity, and critical thinking in mathematics and further studies mathematics. We commend and congratulate, for excellence in mathematics, grade 8, Kezia Mohammed. For excellence in mathematics, grade 9, Jia Singh. For excellence in mathematics, grade 10, Nicola Weber. For excellence in mathematics, grade 11, Perina Nantu. For excellence in further studies mathematics, grade 10, Jayantika Sasti. For excellence in further studies mathematics, grade 11, Perina Natu. The Barnes Houseman Trophy is awarded to a learner who, in her grade 11 year, has combined academic achievement with an interest in and a contribution to both cultural activities and team game. We congratulate Lauren Carr on the commitment Interhouse Trophies. The Interhouse Trophy for Academics is based on academic achievements across the whole year. These include awards presented at both the Grade 12 valedictory of 2025 and today's awards. Congratulations to Sisulu, Captain Diachetti, The Percy Williams Trophy for the overall winning house is based on the results of the inter-house events and all learner achievements across the whole year, which includes awards presented for sports, culture, leadership, and academics. In addition, learners earn points for their house through holding positions of service and leadership. Congratulations to Gardiner, Captain Luanda Mwanga.
Good morning, special guests, parents and well-wishers, and dear learners. On behalf of Mr. Antai, the staff, and the governing body of Westville Girls High School, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to our guest of honor, Ms. Karen Scott, for sharing her thoughts and experiences with us today. When I was watching you and listening to you, Karen, the thought that came into my mind, and you girls know that I'm a teacher of English, was all the world's a stage. Karen, you are someone who reminds us that the story of the school never really ends at the school gates. Thank you for your warm words of encouragement. I'm not sure about the partner that you found though, and whether you were encouraging the girls to also look for the love of their life. But thank you for affirming our achievers. We hope to nurture in our learners the same confidence and resilience that you have shown. Thank you once again for honoring us with your presence, for giving back to the school that helped shape your journey, and for inspiring the next cohort of learners to believe that their stories, like yours, are worth telling. We are proud of you, and we wish you every success in the future. Please would you accept this gift as acknowledgement of our gratitude.
Mrs. Scott invited guests and friends of the school, representatives of the KZN Department of Education, both past and present, fellow principals and their representatives, Mrs. Chetty, members of the governing body, past and current staff, parents and guardians, and most importantly, the 2025 Grade 8 to 11 awards recipients. It is really my privilege to welcome you on a day when we as a community celebrate the remarkable achievements of our learners, and in doing so, celebrate our school and affirm the enduring value of education. I wish also to begin by offering a personal vote of thanks to Ms. Scott It is always a pleasure to reconnect with a past learner who during her time at the school embodied everything we stand for. It has been equally rewarding to witness your continued growth and achievements since leaving Western Girls High. A testament, I believe, to both your character and the lasting impact of quality schooling. Thank you for agreeing to join us today and for addressing our award winners with such sincerity and warmth. And I'm absolutely certain that our young ladies have benefited meaningfully from your words. We proudly celebrate our unbroken record of achieving 100% pass rate since 1991, with 2025 marking the 34th consecutive year of this achievement. We congratulate two learners in particular, Aseza Ngema, our NSC 2025 top performing candidate and dux at the school, who achieved 7 subject distinctions and an outstanding aggregate of 91%. And Taskeen Dahal, who placed second in the NSC and was the proximate Kesset of the school, and who also achieved 7 distinctions with an equally impressive aggregate of 90.57%. Alongside this 100% pass rate, the class of 2025 is to be commended collectively for the following exceptional results. 198 of the 211 matriculants achieved a bachelor's pass, 93.84% of the cohort. 489 subject distinctions were achieved, equating to an average of 2.32 distinctions per learner. 44 learners, i.e. 20.85% of the cohort, achieved an A aggregate. 1 learner achieved 8 distinctions. 12 learners achieved 7 distinctions each. 8 learners achieved 6 distinctions each. And 25% of the cohort achieved 4 or more subject distinctions. As stated last year, it is important to acknowledge the achievements of those learners who, despite significant academic setbacks and personal challenges, dug deep, found the courage to persevere, and ultimately achieved their potential. This is reflected in the unbelievable fact that 91% of our learners, 192 out of 211, attained an aggregate of 60% and above. I think in their absence we should applaud this. Well, not the absence of everyone. We approached several learners who excelled in the 2025 NSC and were fortunate to receive positive responses from 4 of them. While Aseza Ngema and Taskeen Dahal are unable to be with us today because they are already at university, they have each sent written addresses to which I shall refer during this speech. We're delighted, though, to have Shay Javon and Yanru Chen with us this morning. Shay placed 5th in the grade with an aggregate of 88.57% and achieved 7 distinctions, while Yanru placed 7th with an aggregate of 88.14%, also achieving 7 distinctions. And I'd now like to invite Yanru and then Shay to come forward to say a few words and thereafter to receive a congratulatory gift. Yanru?
Good morning, Mr. Anthai, members of management and the governing body, teachers, esteemed guests, dear parents, and our award recipients. It is my great honor to be back at Griswold Girls High School and to be part of this special celebration. Congratulations and well done once again to all our award winners. As one of the top achievers of the 2025 matric class, I would like to share a few words of encouragement and advice with you ladies, especially our matrics of this year. I completely understand how exciting this year is, and also how stressful it can become. However, I have also experienced the beautiful results that hard work can bring, as well as the laughter, friendships, and memories that make this journey so special. Firstly, words of encouragement and supportive friends are vital. When you are surrounded by a group of friends who believe in you, you feel more confident and motivated. But remember, don't only receive encouragement, but be willing to give it as well. Sometimes your words may be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Secondly, learn to manage your time effectively. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. What makes the difference is how we choose to use them. Ask yourselves, how much time am I willing to dedicate to studying each day? Am I getting enough sleep? Is my study schedule realistic and flexible? Most importantly, don't waste your time on things that are not truly important. Speaking from experience, I used to have the bad habit of studying late into the night, often only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Although I could still write my exams, but my brain was definitely not functioning at its best, and my body felt exhausted for the rest of the day. Last year, I decided to change my strategy. I began sleeping earlier, especially before exams. I reminded myself that if I understood my work and had revised properly, I would be fine. This approach made a great difference. Not only did my results improve, but I also maintained a healthier routine. And today, I am happy to say that I have been accepted to the university I hoped for, based on my final results. Lastly, do not be afraid to ask questions. The purpose of coming to school is to learn, to question, and to search for the answers. Of course, to also have fun, to play sports, join bands, and to make many valuable friends. Always do your best so that one day you can look back with no regrets, knowing you worked to your full potential. If you have not yet achieved what you hope to achieve, do not be discouraged. I have seen many people accomplish things they never believed were possible. The joy you feel on the day when you receive your final result is greater than you can ever imagine, and you may be surprised by just how much you are capable of. Before I end, I would like to sincerely thank all the teachers who have taught and supported me through my high school journey. I am also incredibly grateful for my family and friends. Your support means everything to me. Thank you, Mr. Antide, once again, for having me here today. As I head up to Cape Town this afternoon, I know I will miss this place here. All the best, ladies. Thank you.
Apologies if I've completely forgotten how to present anything. It's been a solid 2.5 months of sleep, relax. I've just been enjoying it, living life with, no responsibilities at all. It all ends today as I leave for university. Good morning, Mr. Antide, special guests, management, esteemed teachers, proud parents, and most importantly, the academic award winners of 2025. I am deeply honored and privileged to share a few words of encouragement and speak one last time at this podium. Especially after that incredibly inspiring speech from Karen. It sends the living daylights into me. I definitely need a reality check for this year. It is truly surreal being here today. If grade 8 me was watching now, I would have definitely thought this was AI. When I first started in school in grade 8 during COVID, my marks were humbling. I was a completely average student, and the occasional 70 felt like a bigger accomplishment than receiving 7 distinctions. I felt like I didn't belong, that I wasn't capable. So instead, I found solace on the sports field. Clearly, I knew how to throw a ball on a hoop better than I knew how to survive exams. I was never satisfied with my marks. I was always filled with this raging hunger to do better, to be better. I let this hunger drive me to make a conscious decision that changed my life. This is where I adapted my first personal philosophy. If you're going to do it, give of your best and you will be the best. This is my personal mantra, and I would stand in front of my mirror every morning and say it to myself. Eventually, I became obsessed with unlocking my potential. And through trial and error, and many B's, more than you could even imagine, many tears, I eventually became a version of myself that always felt like a figment of my imagination. I urge you all to become hungry to succeed, to know that your potential is limitless, to recognize that there is room for improvement, even if you don't get that A, and to consistently give of your best. If I could offer any advice that sticks with you most today, it would be about balance. I personally balance my academics with the social life, many roles in leadership. I trained, I laughed with friends, I lived, because burnout doesn't earn distinctions, balance does. It forces you to stay prepared and to have absolutely no time to procrastinate, even if you really want to. Being an all-rounder taught me discipline, patience, practice, resilience, and they all form the student that I am today. I encourage you all to find a way to burn out some steam and to not be consumed by books. I promise everything else will fall into place. For my matrix of 2026, you can do it all. The days will be long and the nights will feel longer. Stay consistent. Go from today and start preparing. Encourage failures. Dissect and learn and grow from them. And that is when you will set yourself apart and unlock your true potential. And even when you felt like you've given all you have to give it all again. Lastly, I'd like to thank my teachers who never gave up on me despite the roller coaster of emotions I put them through. Each and every one of you has taught me lessons that I will carry with me throughout my life. And to my parents, whose unwavering support and guidance have been the foundation of all that I have achieved. Every success of mine is equally theirs. Without this vast support system, I would have never received 100% sports and academic scholarship to Northwest University to achieve my dream of becoming a lawyer. I'm most grateful to this amazing school that has become my second home and molded me into the person I am today. I will hold every lesson and each memory closely to my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you both, and congratulations to you both, and thank you for sharing those words of wisdom that have been gained from actual lived experience. 2025 was a whirlwind, characterized by an exhaustive and exhausting school program. Yet, with characteristic courage and determination, both the staff and the learners rose to the challenges before them. They persevered and they prevailed. Our grade 8 to 11 cohort largely succeeded in overcoming academic and personal obstacles, either beginning or continuing a trajectory of success. And your presence here today, ladies, reflects this. And I congratulate you sincerely.